This is the thing that we commonly use to move from point A to point B, to travel across the country, and we all seen this like everywhere. Now let us take a look at the industry of automobile. Nicholas Joseph Cugnot built the first steam-powered vehicle in 1769, weighing around 2.5 tons and travel at a speed of 3.6 kilometers per hour. Isaac de Rivail invented a hydrogen-powered internal combustion engine with electric ignition, patent published in 1807. Nicolaus Otto successfully created the compressed charge internal combustion engine in 1861, which led to the development of the modern internal combustion engine. In 1886, Carl Benz created a petrol or gasoline-powered automobile and produced numerous identical duplicates, which is regarded as the birth and first automobile in history. In 1908, Henry Ford, the funder of Ford Motor Company, built the Ford Model T, which became the first automobile to be mass-produced on a moving assembly line. Hundreds of firms pioneered the horseless carriage in the 1860s, which launched the automobile industry. For several decades, the United States was the world's leading producer of total automobiles. Before the Great Depression, the globe had 32 million automobiles in use in 1929, with the United States producing over 90% of them. At the time, there was one car for every 4.8 people in the United States. After 1945, the United States produced almost 75% of the world's automobiles. The United States was overtaken by Japan in 1980, but returned to the top spot in 1994. In 2006, Japan narrowly overtook the United States in terms of production, a position it held until 2009. According to IIHS, in the year 2019, when China took the top spot with 25.7 million units manufactured, China doubled the U.S. production of 10.8 million units, while Japan was in third place with 9.6 million units, followed by Germany with 4.6 million and South Korea with 3.9 million units. The average car has 30,000 individual parts. Steel or aluminum bodywork are used in the majority of cars intended for mass manufacture. Both metals are strong, but steel is less expensive than aluminum. Aluminum, on the other hand, is lighter than steel and does not rust, hence it is utilized for more expensive luxury and performance vehicles. After cutting and molding the metal sheets, and now they are assembled and putting together the pieces and making the chassis and framework of the car, and nowadays some companies done it by robots. After that they are paint the car and wait until it's perfectly dry. And they are now starting to install the interior. The dashboard, seats and windows, including the windshield and the rear glass of the vehicle, and putting all the electronical and mechanical component of the car such as the engine, gearbox, brakes and much more. Car dealerships are normally licensed to sell and service specific brands of vehicles. They are frequently located on premises with sufficient space for a showroom, mechanical service, and body repair facilities, as well as storage for used and new automobiles. Furthermore, the issue of new dealership licenses is geographically limited. If a corporation already has a dealership in a given location, no one else can start one. As a result, dealerships have essentially become hereditary, with families running dealerships in the same region since their license was first issued, with no fear of competition or the need to prove qualification or consumer value. Tesla Motors has rejected the dealership sales model, claiming that dealerships do not adequately communicate the benefits of their vehicles and that they cannot rely on third-party dealers to handle their sales. In the United States, however, franchise regulations ban direct manufacturer auto sales in almost every state, mandating that new automobiles be sold solely by dealers. And we also make a separate video about car dealership, the link is on the description below. In 2008 to 2010 the world is on crisis. And fast forward to the year 2020, pandemic happen, almost all industries shut down to control the spread of COVID-19. And that being said, lots of car maker including Ford and General Motors cut their production because of shortage supply of chips essential for countless function throughout the vehicle. Obviously car need gas or something to power up, and we have gasoline-powered vehicle and electronic-powered vehicle. Electric vehicles require a battery to store their energy, and the production of batteries for EVs is far more environmentally damaging than the production of internal combustion vehicles. It's made of lithium, which, like any other raw material, must be mined. And the mining process produces a lot of greenhouse gases. Crude oil is mined from the earth and then refined into gasoline and other petroleum products. The cost of manufacturing an internal combustion vehicle is lower than that of an electric vehicle due to the lack of lithium batteries. When an automobile leaves the factory and is used by a consumer, a bigger problem arises. Electric vehicles produced more CO2 during their production and have no emissions during use, whereas internal combustion vehicles produced less CO2 during production but produced more CO2 during use. Car makers can make cars in weeks or months and you can use for more than 5 years, so you know which is better. Safety. The term safety refers to the state of being free of any risk, danger, damage, or injury. In the automobile business, safety refers to the absence of any risk or danger posed by the vehicle or its replacement parts to consumers, operators, or manufacturers. The term safety refers to the absence of any danger to the vehicles themselves. Based on Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, the test held on 2019 Tesla Model 3 got 5-star in the terms of safety. It's an all-electric vehicle, which means there's no engine in the front compartment, so the empty steel and aluminum at the front crumples during frontal crash. Approximately 1.3 million people die each year as a result of road traffic crashes. Road traffic injuries are the leading cause of death for children and young adults aged 5 to 29 years. More than half of all road traffic deaths are among vulnerable road users, pedestrians, cyclists, and motorcyclists. There are over 1 billion cars in use on Earth. In the year 2019, 92 million motor vehicles were produced worldwide. More car means bad traffic? Like other industry, they are trying to meet the demands of the consumer. If you think more cars means more traffic, so we need a better solution in our traffic system, but we also encourage you to walk or ride a bike if your destination is not that far, or use publicly transport like train and buses because it can carry dozens of people so you don't add up in the one of the biggest problem of this world. Study says that commuters waste an average of 54 hours a year, stalled in traffic. SmarterTransport.uk presents some ideas for reducing congestion and pollution in urban areas, applicable in the UK and worldwide. Including widen roads, add bus lanes, build tunnels, congestion pricing and more. In New York metropolitan area, traffic congestion will cost metro area $100 billion by 2022. The New York economy can expect to lose more than $100 billion over the next 5 years, enough to fund the modernization and maintenance of the MTA mass transit system for the next 2 decades. For more video like this, as always, click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell.